Okay, this video tutorial looks at the mathematical strand of similarity and congruence, and more specifically we're going to focus on our understanding of area and volume of similar figures or similar shapes. So we've already learned that if two shapes are similar, then they are connected by a scale factor, all right, or by a ratio in their sides. Now, this scale factor is given the symbol of K. This also means that if two shapes are similar, that their area must be connected with a scale factor of K squared. So, as an example, here we can see that the length of the bottom of these two triangles is connected by a scale factor of 4. So therefore, our K value is equal to 4, because 3 times 4 gives us 12. If we are then going to look at the area, all right, that needs to be connected by a K value of K squared, or a scale factor of K squared. So this must be times 4 squared. Now 4 squared is 16, 3 times 16 would give me 48, therefore B must equal 48 meters squared. Now the volume of similar shapes is exactly the same as the area of similar shapes, except instead of the scale factor being K squared, it's now K cubed, because volume, remember, is cubed. All right, so as an example, we can see that our lengths are 2 and 4, so our scale factor, or our K value, must be 2. So if K equals 2, therefore K cubed is equal to 8, or 2 cubed. And if we're going to go, the volume of cylinder A is 10, so this is a 10 centimeters cubed, then this must be 80 centimeters cubed. So let's have a look at some example questions here. We can see here that the two triangles are similar. There is two angles are the same and a length is the same. We can see that our K value is going from 2 to 6. We know we times by 3, so K equals 3. The question says the area of ABC is 5 centimeters squared, so let's put that in there, 5 centimeters squared. Find the area of the second triangle. Remember, if we're doing area, we've got to find K squared. That's 3 squared, that's 9. So therefore, the area of triangle PQR must be equal to 5 times K squared. We know K squared is 9, so it's 5 times 9. Therefore, our answer is 45 centimeters squared. Here's another question that we might come across. It says figures A and B have areas of 160 and 90 meters squared respectively. So let's put that in. 160 meters squared, 90 meters squared. Given that the figures are similar, find X. Well, if we're going to go this way, we know that we must times by K squared. Okay, so 160 times K squared must equal 90. Therefore, I can say that K squared, in fact, I won't skip a beat. I'm going to divide by 160 on both sides. That'll cancel that. K squared must equal 90 divided by 160, which I can cancel down to 9 over 16. Now, if I want to get rid of the squared, I've got to square root it, which means I have to square root both sides. K, therefore, is equal to the square root of 9 over the square root of 16. K, therefore, is equal to 3/4. If I know that K is equal to 3/4, then if I'm going from 24 to X, I need to times by 3/4. Okay, so therefore x is equal to 24 times 3/4, which is going to be equal to 18 meters. Okay, so here's another example question that you may come across. It says A and B are similar cones with volumes of 54 centimeters cubed, 54 centimeters cubed, and 250 centimeters cubed. If cone A is 6 centimeters high, find the value or the height of cone B. Now, we know that 54 times by k cubed, because we're looking at volume, must equal 250. So 54 times k cubed must equal 250. I'm going to divide by 54 on both sides. K cubed equals 250 divided by 54. I know I can divide both by 2, so I can cancel this down to 125 over 27. That's fantastic because both of those numbers are cubed numbers. So therefore I can cube root everything, and this would give me k equaling 5 over 3. If k is equal to 5 over 3, then 6 times 5 over 3 must equal x. Therefore, I can say that x must equal 10 centimeters. So here are some practice questions I'd like you to have a go at. Please feel free to pause the video, have a go at them. Once you think you've got them correct, continue the video and we'll see how you went. Okay, so you've answered the first couple of practice questions. Here's another one that I'd like you to have a go at. When you think you've got it correct, continue the video and we'll see how you went. Okay, so in our first example, we've worked out that we need to times 3 by k to get 6. 3 times k equals 6. Therefore, k is equal to 6 over 3. K is therefore equal to 2. Alright, because 3 times 2 gives me 6. Therefore, my k squared value, because remember we're looking at area, because it's got squared on it, is equal to 2 squared, which is 4. So therefore, if I times this 8 by k squared, which I know is 4, that'll give me x. So then 8 times k squared will give me x. 8 times 4, we've already worked out that, will be x. 8 times 4 is 32, therefore x is equal to 32 centimeters squared. In our second example, we know that if we times 40 by k squared, we get 10. So 40 times k squared equals 10. Therefore, k squared is equal to 10 divided by 40. I can cancel that down to 1 over 4. Now, if I'm going to square root that, I need to square root all of these. Therefore, k is equal to the square root of 1 over the square root of 4, which is simply 1/2. Therefore, if I'm going to times 10 by k, that's going to give me x. I know k is 1/2, so 10 times 1/2 equals x. Now, when you times by 1/2, it's the same as dividing by 2. Therefore, x is going to equal 5 centimeters. Okay, let's see how you went in our last one. We know that if we're timesing 3 by k, we get to 9. So 3 times k equals 9. Therefore, k is equal to 9 over 3. K therefore is equal to 3. Now here we're looking at the volume of it, because we can see that it's in centimeters cubed. Therefore we need to find out what k cubed is. That's 3 cubed, and that equals 27. So therefore if we times 10 by k cubed, we will get V. 10 times k cubed equals V. 10 times 27 is equal to V. Therefore, V is equal to 270 centimeters cubed.